Hello everyone, Daryl the Northern Vinyl Guy here with just a quick video for a contest entry, and that is going out for John, the 6-inch pianist channel, who I just come across in the last 2 to 3 months. I've been watching quite a few of his videos, but he is doing a contest to celebrate his 10th year in the vinyl community. This is a feat that is impressive to me. I've only been in the VC for just over a year and a half now, and 10 years just seems absolutely amazing to me. So to celebrate his 10 years, he's got a real quick contest for us all. So before we get into this contest, just letting you know that if you are not familiar with John's channel, I will leave a link to the contest video down below. Real simple stuff here. He wants you to show 3 songs. It could be on CD, could be a 45, could be an 8-track, could be off of a 12-inch, whatever it might be, that you would like to play on your jukebox on a Saturday night. So 3 tracks that you think would get you going on a Saturday night on your jukebox. So what I'm going to do is, when I think jukebox, I think 1950s, I think 1960s, that kind of music. So I'm going to pick 3 tracks, one from the 50s, one from the 60s, and one from the 70s that I think kind of define partying it up on a Saturday. So yeah, without further ado, here we go. So 1958, I believe it is. Although this is a 1973 reissue. Oh, and by the way, these are all going to be on 45. So this here is Danny and the Juniors at the Hop, which I remember my dad used to play this every now and again. He had, those comp CDs back in the 1990s, and this, of course, was on one of those 1950s comp CDs. So at the Hop, Danny and the Juniors, that is to kind of get you and your blood flowing. Of course, related to the 1950s dance, the sock hop, which, based on my youthfulness, I am not familiar with how a sock hop went. However, I guess looking at Back to the Future, maybe some of those dances were part of that sock hop stuff. So yeah, Danny and the Juniors at the Hop. All right, second track from the 1960s is Ernie Maresca and his track Shout Shout, Knock Yourself Out. So this is one of those songs, you listen to it, and of course it's on Seville Records. You listen to the song and you are shouting and you are dancing and you are screaming at the top of your lungs from, like I said, I don't know what that glare is there, kind of weird. Yeah, from the 1960s. Good old dance music. All right, and then last but not least, you all know, or those of you that have been watching my channel for a period of time, you all know I'm not a huge disco fan. However, I do seem to like these guys. And I think that this is kind of a 1970s dance, disco dance club kind of anthem. And I mean, the Village People and the YMCA kind of screams that. Oddly enough, I actually have 3 Village People albums in my collection as well. So yeah, I guess I'm coming around to that disco stuff a little bit, but not in full. But I think the YMCA screams 1970s jukebox dance music. Yeah, I mean, if I could go back in time and play with jukeboxes and stuff like that, I would. I wish I could go back in time and check out the original Wurlitzers and stuff like that, and check out those ice cream shops and buy some candy, maybe a root beer float, and just push that play button on a jukebox back in those times. So there you go. John, 3 tracks that I'd like to see on my jukebox on a Saturday night to get the blood flowing and the dancing going. Congratulations on your 10 years. I'm Daryl the Northern Vinyl Guy. I hope you all enjoyed this. what would some of your tracks be? Feel free to do the contest yourselves. Check out John's channel down below in the original video. And until next time, cheers everyone and take care.